Welcome to HSP, the Hood Sistas Podcast.
Woo! We are sisters. We are not from the hood, but we are talking about everything sisterhood, family, fashion, music, culture, all of the above. So let's get into it.
How was your day?
It was good. Today was a chill day. I didn't do too much. Getting ready for work this week, so just relaxed. Got my nails done.
Hey,
I went dark this.
Looks like a nice glass of wine.
So yeah, that's what I was going for. I told her I want to do like a deep red wine color, and she knew exactly what I was talking about. So that's what we did. How was your day today?
My day was great. What did I do? I worked a little bit, slept in some meetings, got shifted around, got booked for a podcast tomorrow. I'm excited about that. I bought a money tree. Finally got a money tree. Shout out to Lowe's. They did not sponsor this episode, but we can talk about that in the future. In honor of our Nana, named her Nana. Oh, and I did not tell you, I got attacked by a bumblebee at the same exact time of buying the tree. I was on the phone with Granddaddy. I'm leaving Lowe's and I'm telling Granddaddy, I got a tree in honor of Nana. You know, Nana told me that she talked to her plants when I was growing up. I told you that whole story. So I get in the car and I'm like, Granddaddy, did you know about the story about Nana telling me to talk to the plants? And he was like, nah. I said, yo, when I was a little girl, I was 8 years old. Nana would be like, Tansy, I want you to come home and water my plants and talk to my plants. And I was like, talk to your plants about what? I was like, you talk to your plants, Nana? That's weird. So I forgot to talk to the plants the first time. And she said, baby, did you water my plants? I was like, yes. Did you talk to them? No, I forgot. Don't forget. Come home. I'm in recess. I'm stressed out. And my friends are looking at me. And I'm like, I'm overwhelmed. They're like, what's wrong? I'm like, my Nana want me to talk to her plants. And my friends are like, talk to the plants about what? And I'm like, I have no idea. I can't even play today. Like, I was so stressed out, Jay, I couldn't play. I get home and I walk in the house and I'm nervous. I start watering the plants. And I'm like, what up, y'all? My Nana told me to talk to y'all, but I don't know what to talk to y'all about. So I'm just going to talk to you about what my Nana told me to talk to you about, but I don't really know what my Nana told me to talk, what she be talking about. But Jay, I just kept repeating that until the water was gone. Granddaddy's laughing on the phone as I'm telling him this story. He never knew this. As I'm saying this, oh God, the money tree's in the back seat. Excuse me. The money tree's in the back seat. I don't have a hat on. I feel something on my forehead. I go like that. It's a fuzzy bumblebee. Now, you know, I call Nana my bumblebee. So I'm like, oh my gosh. Last time a bumblebee was in the car with me, it was in between my legs. I looked down and I almost crashed. Remember that last year? Jay, I'm about to get on the interstate. I'm at the light. I go like that. The bee falls in my lap. I start screaming, what the Granddad's like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And Jay, I put the car in park. I jump out the car. I'm screaming, help. I'm like, you're not. I am screaming. I'm all the way in Calabasas. I think I'm in Thousand Oaks, Agora Hills. It is not a lot of Black people out there. I'm probably one of the few Black people screaming. They probably thought I was on something. Granddaddy said, I thought that you were like, I didn't know what was going on. So I forgot to text you about that, but I'm so glad that I got to share how I bought a money tree. I named it Nana, and then the bumblebee came spiritually right in that time. So I bought a book called Emotional Intelligence, and I'm just working on master my emotions ever since that experience. So that's how my day went.
Very interesting day today. You get stung, right?
I did not. Yo, I was floating like a butterfly sting. Like, I was like, you know, I've been practicing boxing. Yo, I was bobbing and weaving. So yes, that's kind of how, let me go ahead and get you out the way. Here, hustle, come get your treat. Go. Take it. Okay, I'm just gonna drop it because he's just looking crazy, but he always got to make a guest appearance. But yes, that was I always have eventful days, and I figured if I would have texted that to you, you would have said context. Like, that's usually like your key flash word in our text thread. So
let's tell them why I say context though.
You
so yeah, I'm gonna tell them. So she will send me a picture and not say anything. I have no idea what's going on in the picture. She could send like a message thread of her talking to somebody. I don't know what's going on. So I'll say context. And then she'll come like, oh, my bad. I was doing X, Y, and Z, da, da, da. And I'm just like, you can't just send a picture or something and then not explain it. I don't know what the hell is going on over there. She's all the way in California. I don't know if she thought I could read her mind or what, but that's why I be saying context, because she don't be giving no damn context.
Hey.
But anyway.
Yeah, you're right. I just be on, you know how my days are just so sporadic. It's like something happened, I text you 5 to 10 minutes. I had to buy a baklava, I don't know what you call it, the head wrap, because I've been running into people that's been noticing me at places. You remember that situation? And I'm just like, yo, I just seen such and such. I'm gonna start sending voice messages to go along. That'll be quicker for me. Because I'll be thumbing.
Mm-hmm.
I will.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So let's get into 1, 2, 3, what it is with me. Do you want to start off or do you want me to start off?
I'll let you start off because I don't know where you're going to go, but I'm curious. I have
you want to go all of them or you want to go back and forth?
We can go back and forth. And if we overlap, we can just like say we overlap.
Okay, bet. So 1, 2, 3, what it is with me. The YSL Rico trial started today. Did you know that?
Yes, I did. I saw Mariah the Scientist. Shout out to her. I love her music. She had on the YSL, Yves Saint Laurent. I'm so glad you brought this up. I got topics on this, but yes, it started today. What have you looked into it? Do you know what's going on?
So I follow this TikToker. Her name is, I don't know her actual name, but like her at name or her tagline is like, but I'm not a lawyer, but she always breaks down cases. So whenever something pops up with her and like stuff that's going on in the media, I always watch her videos to get a little review. So I got just about what's going on. I know Young Thug's team is declaring a mistrial. I don't know if I'm using the terminology correct, but they are trying to mark it as a mistrial. So we'll see where it goes. I didn't go through everything. I did I saw like a snippet of her video because she be breaking it down in detail, so I ain't got to read everything. But yeah, that's what I saw. I just saw that it started today. I saw the Mariah Scientist thing too, and then saw that they're trying to claim it as a mistrial. So
I know
we shall see.
You haven't dug into it, but did it mention anything about why they're considering it a mistrial, or you haven't gotten that?
It's just Young Thugs, like lawyers and stuff, want it to be a mistrial. I think when they do a mistrial, it means like a lack of evidence or like something can happen in the case that declares it a mistrial. Like I said, I might be butchering this, but that's just what I recall from my understanding.
Okay. They need to get Method Man from Ghosts to, what's his name? They need to hire him as a lawyer, or Annalise Keating. That need to be Thug's team. But I actually had that on my list of things to talk about. Because the whole trial, the lady or like I said, I don't know everything about the terminologies. The only laws I know is the 48 laws of power. That's the laws that I live by. But I had heard that they had said that they were going to let them use the lyrics in the case. And it's crazy because I ain't never been in the streets, and I'm not saying Thug has or hasn't, Young Thug, whatever you want to call it, Tupac Thug life, but I heard someone say one time that like, if an actor acts, right, and he's killing someone, that's in a movie, that's a form of art. There was actually an actor that had a firearm on set and accidentally killed somebody. And now they're trying to bring that back to trial. They was talking about that on the Joe Budden podcast, but they were like, why is it that it's permissible for actors to act? However, there's rappers that act. There's rappers that are out here claiming to shoot people and things like that. So where's the lines of freedom of speech? And I think that it's corny that they're letting the lyrics be used. Like I said, I'm not in it, but I have a freestyle that I did years ago, and I was like 16 shots, kill a nigga dead. Like I was talking about 16 bars. It was a metaphor. So it's like, imagine me, God forbid, I'm too cute to go to jail, but imagine me, you know what I'm saying? Like them trying to prosecute me. Who'd you kill? I killed this beat. Okay. I'll be like, I'm killing my competition. You know what I'm saying? So Even Fab had a whole mixtape series called he called himself Funeral Fab because he was killing niggas. Like I said, I ain't saying nothing to kind of to try to incriminate that, but it's just like I hope it is a mistrial, because what evidence do you have? Like, if you're using lyrics and you're trying to say that this happened at this time and that happened at this time, I don't know. Like Tekashi 6ix9ine talked about murdering people and being a thug and all types of stuff. I don't know. I just feel like there should be, I don't know if there's anybody, I just feel like this. If you're out there rapping about, what's that, the dude that did the race? Didn't they lock him up because they said he killed somebody, that he killed somebody?
He's locked up. He been locked up for a minute, yeah.
Is it because of the rap?
Because of the rap, but he was actually like doing the dash. Like that song was true. Like he was like in the video, The Race, I think he was actually on the run from the police. I don't remember what he got like sent to jail from, but his poster and stuff was up in the video. Like it was a warrant out for his arrest. They were looking for him.
It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Even YNW, I don't know his name. Wasn't it the same thing with him? Like, I guess maybe that there have been people that have been incriminated. I think it's kind of messing it up, because it's like, if you're doing the race and you happen to have been guilty from the crime, does that mean every rapper that rapped about doing stuff is like, yo, you know what's crazy? If I was in that courtroom and I had to hear the lawyers of the judge reading Young Thug's lyrics, like, or any rapper's lyrics, it's like, caught a body about a week ago, Your Honor. Bobby Shmurda caught a body. He said it right here about a week ago. Like, I would be weak. So I don't know. Free Thug until it's, what is it? Till it's thug free. Yeah, free Thug till it's thug free. I'm Team YSL. I pray that they let that man come home and that it is a mistrial. Music ain't been the same, but he did drop a nice body of work while he was inside. So I pray that they, mistrial it and bring him home, man.
Yeah.
So it's my turn on 1, 2, 3. What it is with me?
Yes.
Diddy and Cassie. Woo! This is a very sticky topic. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't know much about I heard that when this came out, I feel like I've been just eating popcorn and watching YouTube, just like looking for breaking news. But apparently the statute of limitations on the crime, I feel like, why do I feel like we're in law, right? Like we over here really talking about law, like we really do this. But yeah, they said apparently the statute of limitations was about to be up. So if Cassie didn't speak up when she did, then she would have forfeited her right, allegedly, excuse me, to be able to speak about it. So apparently, when she brought it up, Diddy sent that check. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It was like, I don't know if it was within 24 hours or less, but I'm just like, in the world is, forgive the sirens, I don't know what's going on outside, but I've never in my life seen somebody mention something and then the check being cut. I'm not gonna say if it makes it true or false, but I was like, damn, he cut that check. And it just seems like there's been so many more women like, oh, that's what we doing. He has had so many people on his team, former security, just saying he did that. And then I saw somebody that said, why Joe Budden didn't speak about it? Because Joe Budden be quick to talk about everything. And then Joe Budden was like, I don't have any facts on the situation. And I was like, Joe, I was hoping that Joe, you know what I'm saying, spoke about it. The Breakfast Club spoke about it. Like I said, it's not that I am, I don't know. I just feel like Cassie being married to Alex Fine and her beautiful family. And like I said, I don't know much about Bad Boy, but this is some real bad boy behavior. If it is real, like this is not good. Like, but yeah. What you got for it? What's your take on it?
When I saw it come out, I thought it was gonna go to trial, it was gonna go to court, like they were just gonna do the whole run through. I didn't expect for when she said it and then the check to clear that quick, like you said, because when it had came out, I think someone from Diddy's team allegedly had said something like, oh, this isn't true. Like, just because we cleared the check doesn't mean like these allegations are true. We are not, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, just because we paid doesn't mean that he's guilty of anything, basically, is what they were saying. But I was like, but if it wasn't guilt, why didn't y'all play it all the way through? But I don't know how that whole situation pans out or what happened. But I do know who had a lot to say about it, which was 50 Cent.
King troll.
Yo, 50 Cent cracks me up. Anytime there's something going on and like it doesn't have to have anything to do with him. I feel like he always gonna say something. That just cracks me up because he doesn't care. And I just love that he's just so unbothered. He's like, I'm gonna say what I want to say. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. But yeah, it was crazy when it came out. I hope Cassie is okay. I hope she got what she wanted in the end. I saw a lot of people were like, seem to be like upset, like, oh, you see, like money solves everything. Like she didn't even take it to trial. But I'm just like, y'all don't know how hard it was for her to maybe bring this topic up. Like a lot of stuff that was released in the documents and stuff, that's probably like embarrassing for her, everything that she allegedly had went through. Like, we don't really know the situation and the severity of it. So I hope she's at peace and she's happy with the results of the situation and she can live peacefully in her family and they can all move on from it.
Yes, I can't hold you. When I saw that, go lay down, go lay down. Go lay down. Stop. Yeah, like you said, like there's no amount of money that can change that type of experience. I will say Diddy has been very entertaining. Diddy's been trolling. I'm sorry, not Diddy. 50 Cent has been trolling Diddy for so long. Like this is why I don't go to Diddy parties. Like 50 Cent has been like always talking about, I ain't never been invited to a Diddy party. I ain't never wanted to go. And, there's been times in the media where people have owed 50 Cent money, like Tierra Marie or the dude Jack. It's been a lot of different people that's owed 50 money. And he did a post, one of these memes that got me. He said, when I say I want my money tomorrow, this what I mean. And it was a picture of Cassie and Diddy. And I was like, damn. Like when I say I want my money tomorrow, Cassie, like if you owe me some bread, I'm definitely sending Cassie through. Like that was one of the funniest things. But like I said, it is a sensitive topic. But again, here at HSP, we just want to be able to talk about it. Shout out to all of our sisters out there. If you're going through anything, pray that you get the peace of mind, the mental health, the therapy that you need. We are not here to gossip. We're not here to be one of them type people. We trying to be like Angie Martinez and Big Boy, very fair podcasters in the space. So, we don't know anything about this. If you got anything you want to say, if it's not directed, it's not respected, it's going to get rejected and neglected, and it's going to be reflected in our comment section. You dig? So yeah, if you got something to say, put it right there in the comment section below and turn on your post notifications, likes, comment, and subscribe. So yes, so we got, we talked about, okay, so now it's your turn. What you got next?
So next up, Beyonce's Renaissance film just premiered. And I'm super excited about that. I really want to see it. I saw her on tour. It was phenomenal. So I really want to see the behind the scenes and everything. Like I'm really a part of the Beehive. So I'm definitely going to go see it.
I think, yeah, shout out to you. I remember you told me about your experience when you went to the show for your birthday. I think I'm officially a part of the Beehive because I have been attacked twice last year and today, the day that Beyonce released the trailer. I just so happened to be a bee. I've been to one Beyonce show in Philly. And yeah, so I think I'm officially a Beehive member now. I actually have 2 bumblebees on my wall right now over here. We did a paint night over here, a little paint and sip, and that was pretty dope. But yes, I know some people that were a part of the tour. Shout out to my homegirl, Taylor Green. She toured with her. She did some of the she did some of the vocal performances. You probably saw her. I saw a lot of my close friends that were at the screening and things like that. I saw DDG and Hallie. I love them. I love DDG. So yeah, I cannot wait. Do you know when it's premiering?
It premiered, I don't know if it was today or yesterday. It just premiered these last couple of days. So I don't know if it's out everywhere, but I do know it's out.
What do you know what it's on?
In theaters, girl.
The movies.
the movies.
Thinking, I didn't know. Yo, I'm thinking it's Netflix Prime. Oh, so I just need to like go to my local Sinopolis or AMC.
I gotta go get a ticket.
I got my little get off my plant. I'm gonna go down to my little spot that I go to. I'm not gonna say where it is because people keep running up on me outside. I feel like it's TMZ outside right now. So I'm not gonna say where I'm going, but just know I'll be there. Do you know when you're gonna go check it out? Have you checked theaters?
I haven't checked yet. That's on my to-do list. So hopefully I can go see it. If it's out everywhere, I hope I can go see it like this weekend.
Okay, well, you know what? Let's make that our thing to do. If we can, both this week, let's go so that when we do next week's Manifest Monday episode, that we can talk about that because I definitely want to talk about that. Okay. I don't know for this 1, 2, 3 what it is with me if we're gonna do 3 each or whatever, but I know we've done 3 so far, but I do have like 1 or 2 more. Do you have one more?
I have one more, yeah.
Okay, so cool. So we are doing 3 apiece. Meg Thee Stallion and Party. Yeah, so last week Meg was your woman spotlight of the week for her song Cobra, which I thought was a beautiful spotlight of the week. Mine's happened to be our Nana. And shortly after, Party released a song called The Person. Now what's crazy is that I hadn't listened to the song just yet when you had said it. I had to, I put it in our YouTube comments for people to stream, but I hadn't actually listened to the song yet. I only knew what you told me. So I just so happened, and I'm not one to be quick to click on the drama first, but when I saw the person came up, I'm like, oh, Party drop. So when I got into it, I was like, whoa. There's a lot going on here. She lied on Gayle King. That's a whole thing right there. That allegedly, everything is allegedly. But that's what he said. That she had lipo. She wasn't in the gym. That he got her lips tatted on him. That he was prepared for a ring. That she wasn't answering the phone. She was messing with somebody else. It was very, very detailed for a man. I'm not gonna lie. It was a very descriptive. I know that he's a songwriter, well-known songwriter, has written for Cardi, some other people in the industry. So his pen is, he's got penmanship. So then when I heard that, I had to go back to Meg. I'm like, damn, I didn't even get a chance to check out Meg. I go check out Meg and I didn't hear anything direct. So I was like, okay, I'm a little confused. Like, it's almost like, and like I said, I ain't here to judge nobody. Women have a tendency, we have a tendency to be more chatty patty, allegedly. We talk more. In that situation, it really felt like it was the opposite. I did watch a clip of Rory and Mal, shout out to them, in the podcast space, and they had said, yo, as a man, that's just something that you don't do. Like, you don't kiss and tell, you don't go all the way through. And apparently Party has a new girlfriend now. And it makes him think that, I think what they said on the podcast, what do you think about any woman that you are going to date moving forward? That if something happens, is you just going to air it all out? Because again, in Meg's defense, whether it was whatever the case may be, you done just, silence can't be misquoted. That's one of my favorite quotes. And I do understand, it's like, it felt like he'd had a rap beef for her. It really felt like verses. I just, regardless of what's the accusations and what's real and what's fake or whatever, if there was something that was going on there, I think that the way that she presented her art form was very ambiguous. And his was very direct. And I just feel like, not to say that it's freedom of speech or an artist, I just think that it could have been handled differently. In my opinion, it just felt like he was just dragging her through the mud. I was like, Lord, this was a lot. I think it was an early morning. I was drinking my lavender matcha and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is some tea this morning. But yeah, what were your thoughts on it?
I didn't listen to the full thing. I heard clips and stuff from it, but based upon the clips, I was just like you said, Meg didn't name drop. Mm-hmm. We didn't know if it was about Party. Of course, the fan base was saying, oh, this is definitely about Party. Like, she talking about him because that was the most recent person that we've seen her attached to. But still, she didn't name drop. So for him to make a whole response called The Person and then just continuously disrespect her and do all this and do all that, it was just like, to me, that was just unprovoked. Everyone can respond in their own art form, say their own opinion, but she never name dropped you. So for you to just do all of this was just crazy to me. And then this is someone you quote unquote got tatted on you, her lips tatted on you, like you clearly had love for her. So for you to just say all this was crazy, but it's neither here nor there. I didn't like how it was handled either. But yeah, I didn't like how once that was dropped, everyone in the comments was like, oh, he was entitled to do that. She started it, da-da-da. She didn't say no name. She didn't mention no name. Like, people in the comments, like, just dragging her even more, like, siding with him or whatever. And I was just like, y'all can say what y'all want to say, but she did never name dropped him. She never said anything, this is two-party, da-da-da-da, but hey.
I pray for healing for all people. We're in very wicked times. I told you, I feel like we're in a permanent retrograde. It just keeps happening. Man, everybody needs prayer and emotional intelligence right now. I'm telling you, yeah, like I said, sending healing energy to them. I know she's got a lot going on. I pray that she's in therapy. It's just been back to back for her. Like I said, you know, we're just here to just give our HSP 1, 2, 3 what it is with me. So you got one more? I got one more, right?
Yeah, I got one more. My last one is I went Black Friday shopping recently, and it's just not the same. Like, there's no discounts, there's no sales. Like, I remember us growing up, going Black Friday shopping was like the thing. Like, oh, we gonna get up at like 12 in the morning. We gonna stand outside. We gonna stand in line. It was no damn sales going on. And then I saw a video of someone, like, they were in Target, like, trying to get a TV on sale, and they would just, it says on sale, new price. They moved the sign, and it was the original price before that, and it was the same price. So it's like, is it still Black Friday? Like, what are we doing? Like, there's no sales, there's no discounts. It's not the thing that it used to be anymore. I don't know if it's inflation or what's going on, but I was excited to go Black Friday shopping this year because I wanted to get some stuff. We got a couple things, but it wasn't on no damn sale. Like, I could have went there on Saturday and got the same stuff. So I will not be doing
it. You think it's like that for Cyber Monday too?
I feel like it's better online than going in person because everything is online, especially since COVID these days. Like, I don't feel like anyone's really going in person to buy that much stuff. So Cyber Monday is probably better. I saw a few discounts and stuff, but like I said, I got a few items and that was it.
Yeah, I saw that video you were talking about too. They slid it back and it was like, hustle, go lay down. They slid back the, that's the sign. I did see that. I did see that they said it was a record breaking. I don't know if this is true. Black Friday shoppers spent a record 9.8 billion.
What was y'all spending it on?
I just don't understand the state of our economy. They say we're in a recession, right? And I'm not, this isn't earn your leisure, girl, you said that. Like, it's like, okay, everybody don't have no money, no more PPP loans, no more unemployment, allegedly. Ain't nobody got no bread, everybody robbing Peter to pay Paul. But for somehow, y'all all went out and spent $9.8 billion. And a lot of people's rent ain't paid. A lot of people ain't got no food. A lot of people out here struggling. I think I bought a hoodie. Like I said, I bought that little cover-up hoodie so you can't see who I am. Just for my protection and everything. That's all I got. And I'm gonna tell you one thing. I was on the phone and I'm at the grocery store. I'm in Malibu. I went to Pavilions and I'm getting some cereal. Shout out to Snoop and Master P. They did not sponsor this episode, but we could definitely talk about it. The owner of Rap Snacks. So I got my Snoop Loops. And I got my my Snoop Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I love that cereal. It was on sale. So I got it for, $2 a box. So I'm like, hey. Oh yeah, got a little sign that they're talking about. Yeah, we got a little, okay. Got 9. What we'll probably do. We're gonna cut to a commercial break after this segment and then, get back to it. So I'm buying I bought my Snoop Loops and my Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And I have this soap. Like I like to switch my soaps up, but lately I've been using Method. Again, we can talk about sponsorships and all of that coming soon because we're going to get that bag. But I'm on the phone and I'm like, oh my gosh, they got Method half off. So mind you, I'm not thinking that method is typically 8 something in Target, which is where I typically get it from. I haven't checked Walmart and Amazon to see what's really cheaper. So I'm about to buy it. And Ma's like, before the cereal made sense because the cereal came to like $2. I got 3 boxes of cereal for $6. Okay. That was a good steal. I've been craving cereal lately. So I'm like, yo, Ma, should I get this method soap? She's like, well, before you get the soap, you know how she always talking about couponing and all of that. Check the price. I'm like, all right. Do you know they marked that soap up? It wasn't, I'm at the grocery store. There ain't no Black Friday deals at the grocery store. They marked that method soap up from $8 to $12. And either way, it's like I could have got it. I was about to buy 3. I was about to go crazy. I'm like, yo, I'm getting
$12 soaps.
Yes, I was about to. And I was going to get it for $6 a piece. It wasn't bad, but it was like, I'm rushing to get it when I really didn't need it. And I'm just like, yo, it's always $8 at Target. Now, I'm not saying that saving the $2 wasn't there, but I put the soap down right at the self-checkout. I got my Snoop Loops and my Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And I got some spooky Fruity Pebbles, some spooky pebbles, and I just left. So my Black Friday shopping was 3 boxes of cereal and a hoodie. Today I am gonna go get me some face wash from Pharrell, the Human Race. And I mean, I didn't get no Black Cyber Monday sale on my plant, but I'm gonna get my Human Race face soap because they're doing 20% off. And I ain't got it in a minute. I've been talking about it. We talked about skincare, holding each other accountable. And as having a sister as an esthetician, I just can't be out here not glowing and everything. But yeah, okay, so that was yours, Black Friday. I'll end here and then we go to our commercial break and we'll come back. Mine's is I was debating between 2, but I'm gonna just go with this Jeezy and Nia Long interview. I'm not sure. Have you the head nod is crazy. We got about 7 minutes to our commercial break. Shout out to our sponsors, Tide Water. But yes, so I have actually been reading, where is it on my books? Do I have it over here? Shout out to Jeezy. I read his book, Adversity for Sale. I'm a huge Jeezy fan. Really, really good book. It's a self-help book, but it's not about all of the successes. It's about his failures. So I've been tapped in. He's been on an amazing press run. He was out in Invest Fest. He performed, and then he just dropped an album. In the midst of all of this, allegedly, when I you know what? I say allegedly so much, I guess they divorced. I don't know. Now I was confused because he was still wearing his wedding band and all of these different things. And during the press run, he's talking about, and even in the book, how he always saw himself as a businessman first that just so happened to know how to rap. He never saw himself as a rapper first. He always wanted to have the plain Jane Rowley, the wedding band, and the suit. This is how he's always seen himself. So this is what I'm hearing. In the midst of this, he's on his press run. And I try not to say that social media posting and having your partner on your page means anything, because it doesn't always mean things. But in this time, Jenny Mai, shout out to her, is still has Jeezy on her page, but Jeezy doesn't have her. Then what got me, I'm like, okay, there's this random interview of Jeezy sitting down with Nia Long. Now, mind you, nobody had asked Jeezy straight up, are you divorced? What's going on? Nobody really knew what was going on. But Nia Long, being who she is, shout out to her, aging so gracefully like a fine glass of wine. She just went through her divorce and her situation or whatever. And she just shot straight, like, so what's going on, Jeezy? Like, y'all divorced, like, therapy couldn't save anything. And in this particular interview, Jeezy ain't got his wedding band on. And then I heard somebody said Jeezy got the Riz, and that Joe Budden had me so weak that he was trying to shoot a shot at Nia. And everybody's talking about they wouldn't be shocked if they wouldn't get together. Because Nia said something in the interview like, I ain't dating nothing but street niggas. Like, that's all I came from. Jeezy was like, oh, for real? Like, yo. I wanted his ad lib to go off right there. But yeah, I just, you saw 2 people I'm not going to say they were trauma bonding, but I don't know what the real situation is, but he said black men don't cheat. It was a lot of different clips going on in the interview. And I'm just like, why are these two interviewing each other? I thought it was a very nice interview, but I thought it was going to be a part of a series. I don't know what, I'm thinking that it's going to be more and more people that are talking about relationships, but I heard it's a one-off. So I don't know. Have you seen it? Have you checked it out?
I saw a clip.
Mm.
I feel like I always seeing clips of something. I don't be watching nothing in its entirety.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw a clip. And I saw that part you were talking about when she says she only dates street dudes.
Dude.
And that had me weak. But I got to go back and watch the full video.
That one is a good one, definitely to check out. So that is our HSP 123, what it is with me. So right now we're going to cut to a commercial break really quickly and we'll be back shortly.
All right, welcome back to HSP. Thank you for that short intermission. We are back on track. So let's get into Get It Off Your Breast. Tell us how we can support you, sis. What's going on?
I don't know where to begin. Oh God, it's so much that I want to get off my breast. I need a sports bra deal after this. I am the leader of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee. So if anybody wants to sponsor these titties, let me know to support me. A couple of things. I'm debating between okay, hold up. Lies. I'm gonna say that for the heavy hitter quitter. Get it off your breast. I am I'm just tired of being outside and like I feel like I know you told me that I have a light about me, and I just thank you, God, for the light. When God said, "Let there be light," He created me, and I'm just tired of the unnecessary small talk and people asking me for my phone number. It's really, I don't know. I'm such a nice person. I am working on my resting bitch face actively. I don't have it as good as you do. I guess I look like talk to me. And I'm being approached in grocery stores. I'm just trying to go out. I'm not gonna lie. When I see celebrities out grocery shopping and in my neighborhood, I don't bother them. And I know I'm not in that class, and I have no aspirations to be famous. That's not what I'm here for. I just want influence. And it's like, damn, like sometimes I'm just trying to hide, like hat low, yo, Taz. It's like, damn, oh, like hand tat, I'm identified. That's why I ordered that veil that I showed you. And I know I messaged you, I sent you a voice note. I think for me, it's like, it's just overwhelming when you run into somebody and you're trying to keep it brief. And it's just like, yo, let's catch up. Let me get your number. And it's like, for one, I don't like to talk. I've already been saying lately, I need to take a break from social media. And I've already kind of started to do that. I've been dropping songs every Friday for like the last 2 months. That was cool. But it's been a lot of harassment in extension to the phone harassment. I am being harassed in my DMs with video chat calls. I'm being harassed in my text messages. I'm being harassed on FaceTime. I just don't understand why there's so much of a draw. Like when I send emails and I let people know what's going on, the harassment, the constant calling, the constant DMing, the constant commenting of call me when you get this. It's like when I get off the internet, I don't know. I feel like can't nobody reach me. So my phone is for 24 hours in D&D. Thank God for the mindfulness setting, because I feel like I set boundaries and they just are kind of like walked over. You know, when you're on a basketball court and you go out of bounds and then the ball goes the other way. People don't understand when I go the other way. When the referee gives me the ball and we're going this way. It's not your ball anymore. The ball is no longer in your court, so you can't play anymore. You cannot play. Speaking of things, I know I didn't get to mention this on my Black Friday shopping. I did get some Greek Freak Antetokounmpo sneakers because I've been hooping. Shout out to the Bone Collector. We've been training. But yeah, so the boundaries, people asking me for my phone number, and it's like I'm so nice that I just been trying to find a way to say no. Like, it's like I know how to say no to drugs. I know how to say no to like certain things, but it just be like, let me get your number. And it just be like, I got 2 phones. So I just be like, okay. And in the back of my head, I know I'm not going to respond, or I'm just not in that space. Like right now, it's been so loud outside. Like, I've just been like, I don't even want to hear YouTube. I don't want to hear TikTok. I don't want to hear anybody. I just want to talk to you, Jay. Like, this is the most social that I want to be. I want to get on my Twitch game. I'm starting my Twitch journey, my YouTube. And I just want to, like, these are my friends right now. I don't want to talk. I'm booked and I'm busy, literally. But yeah, so that has been overwhelming. And as far as support, how can you support me? How can y'all support me, Jay? Support me by giving me some advice on how to handle this, please.
Okay, so what I would say is you just gotta say no and not give a fuck about the reaction. Like, just no. Someone asks for your number, no. I've never been put in a situation. Now, mind you, your personality is way more outgoing than I am on a regular basis. People aren't just coming up to me, talking to me. I don't really know too many people. You know, I'm very out the way. You know a lot of people, unfortunately and fortunately, you know. So I feel like when you're out in public, someone who you may know just because y'all are associates doesn't mean they automatically need your number. So if someone says, hey, let me get your number so we can connect. Oh, I don't give out my number, but you know, we can connect on Instagram. We can connect on LinkedIn. We can connect via email. There's other ways to connect than it not being your direct line. But you mentioned about people calling you on Instagram. So maybe Instagram is still too accessible. So maybe let's start with LinkedIn. Let's start with G. Like, yeah, for sure. Give me your email. We can connect, you know, go from there. Because at the end of the day, you don't have to say yes. Like, you are more than welcome to say no. Like, it's going to be uncomfortable at first, but once you get used to saying no, it's going to be a lot more easy. Can I get your number? No, you cannot, but you can get my email. You know, I don't like to give up a number. You know, you can make it seem like, you know what, I don't want to do this, but here's an alternative and you still want to stay in contact with me. I'm on LinkedIn a lot more. LinkedIn is like a whole social thing now. Like, it's like the new Facebook for people, you know, like, I don't know, like, it's just alternatives. You just got to be comfortable with saying no and really recognizing your boundaries, because you're just going to be put in situations that you don't want to be in, and then you feel uncomfortable. And then you feel like you have to fucking order veil so people don't notice you, because you it's getting a little extreme, and we just need to take control of the situation. You are in control. Remember that. Okay. You are in control of this dynamic, interacting with people. All you got to do is say no. You say no to drugs, somebody comes to you, you want Perky, you want Molly? Fuck no. Like, can I get your number? Fuck no. Like, it's the same thing. You know? Cut that shit out.
Have you ever had somebody that you know, or that you ran with, or you've hung out and you've like spent time with, and they've had your number before? Like, that's what's been happening. I'm running into old things, like old people, and it's like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not randoms. Like, I don't have a hard time with a straight. Like if you were straight.
That has happened to me. I feel like that happened to me recently. Like, this girl I knew, I think I knew her from work or something from like a while ago. She's like, oh, like, what's your number? Like, let me contact you, da da da. And I was just like, I don't remember how I said it, but I was just like, she had said it like, oh, can you send me something like so I can have your number or something like that. And I was like, no, but you can follow me on Instagram and we can, you know, chat on there or connect on there. Like, I just smoothly curved it. Like, no, I don't, like, we're not there anymore. Like, we were friends once upon a time, but we're not friends anymore. Everyone don't need your number. That's personal information. Ain't nobody got your social security. You know, like, we don't need that dynamic. Like,
You know, I will say this. Let me also say, before I let you get it off your breast, I think that I know why I'm a bit triggered. And I've been watching this show called Impact ATL on Amazon Prime. It's basically like this show about women. I think it's ran by QC Quality Control, the same label that, you know, started the Migos, Lil Baby and things like that. So I think Des Dior is on there, Lakia, Tucson, Tay, Ari the Don, and Carlay. Carlay is Young Thug's ex-girlfriend and influencer. Sorry, she's an influencer first, but you know, that's some people that may know her by that. So I'm watching an episode, right? I'm watching a reunion. I don't get to watch much, but that's like one of my guilty pleasures. And there was an episode where Tucson was calling Carlay fake. And he said that they had linked up, they was partying, and she was driving and he was sitting behind her, and she was like, yo, let's do it. He said, let's do a song together. And she was like, he said to her, let me get your number. And she was like, DM me. So Tucson went around to everybody saying she fake, like she fake as a bitch. And I don't know if I feel like subconsciously, because I was just like, damn. So they even said on the reunion, is Carlay fake? She said, yo, is that fake? Everybody's been kind of dragging Carlay. And I don't know if subconsciously people were siding with Tucson and saying, if you really wanted to do the song with me, why you ain't just give me your number? Why I had to go through IG? And so I don't know if I've been triggered. I don't watch a lot of reality TV, but like I said, that's my one guilty pleasure. Maybe I shouldn't because of that, but I don't know if subconsciously that just made me think like, again, I don't give a fuck what nobody think about me, but it's just like, damn, like maybe in the back of my head that's what's preventing me from, well, here you go, if I would hit you with the DM, because in my head, I'm like, whatever we could text about, we could DM about, but then I'm also on a social media hiatus. So you're not going to hear from me if like at all. Like I am quicker to get a Gmail. I remember one time I met Karen Civil and she was like, take my email. I'm much more quicker. This is like years ago. And she responded. And I respect it, and I ain't take it personally or whatever. I think a lot of times people get your phone number and don't know what to do with it. And then I gave my number out, and like I told you, you know how you put your phone on mindfulness and it's like disturb anyways? People have been hitting that disturb anyways button and they've been getting through. Like, and it just feels like a violation of privacy. So I just wanted to put that out there that it's probably Impact ATL that's kind of got me triggered because of Tucson and Carlay. Yeah, but I'm gonna work on just saying no. Ask me for my phone number. Let's practice.
Okay, before we do that, to touch on that, people gonna talk regardless. So it's like they can call her fake, they can call you fake, whatever the situation may be. People gonna talk regardless. You know who you are. The simple fact is I didn't want to give out my number, so you didn't get my number. I didn't say I didn't want to work with you. I said DM me. I said email me. Phone numbers are like very personable, and not everyone knows you personally. So like, why do we need to talk via phone? A lot of shit be textable, emailable, DMable. It's a lot of bulls can utilize here. I just don't understand why it has to be phone number. Like, there's other avenues.
I change my number every year. You know that about me. Like I have been changing my number every year, and this is probably why. Because I don't have the discipline. We talked about discipline earlier, just to say, no, this is the longest I've had this number. And I know you told me that I can utilize blocking. I can utilize all these other resources for my iPhone. I feel like I'm just been running because I've been too nice. And maybe the real thing is that I don't have the discipline to say no. So yeah, that's what I needed to get off my breast. I pray y'all keep me lifted, keep my breast lifted in your name. Oh God, what you need to get off your breast?
Okay, so for me, this one is pretty simple. I feel like we just need to get back to the root of things. And when I say that, it is like whenever we go home for holidays or visit family, like I remember we used to go, who do we used to go to see for Thanksgiving? It was always like Nana or Granddaddy or other family members, but it'll be like other people. Yeah, or up north, but it'll be other people in the family that's not in like our immediate group. And I used to hate getting the question like, oh, so how's school going? How's your job going? Like, what are you doing? What is your career path? It was just felt like an interrogation process. And I feel like everyone be asking this around the holiday season, but y'all niggas never ask me what I want for Christmas. It's like I became an adult and no one wants to ask me what I want for Christmas anymore, but you think you have the guts to ask me, am I still in a relationship with so-and-so? Am I still employed here? What is my career goals? How about you ask me what I want up under my Christmas tree? Like, let's keep it very simple here. Like, why do we have to go in depth and go into details about things that me and you don't talk about on a regular basis? Ask me what I want for Christmas these days. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I became an adult and no one want to ask me, like, I don't like gifts or something no more. Like, stop asking me if I'm still dating so-and-so. Ask me what I want up under my tree. That's all I had to get off my breast. And the way y'all can support me is asking me what the hell I want for Christmas.
Okay.
Thank you.
Put that in the comments below. Maybe we should put that. What does Jay want? All I want for Christmas is. Do you have a list? Because you always have a list, a birthday list, a Christmas list.
I've always got a list. This year, it's more so I want more makeup products. So maybe get me an Ulta gift card or get me a pots and pans. I moved into, my little home now. So get me pots and pans. I got some early Christmas gifts, which I really appreciated. But yeah, it's very simple. Give me money. Help me pay a bill. You know what I'm saying?
You just made me think about something that can help with that. For one, I want you to privately send me your list, so I can put it on my list of things to get you. But in addition to, there's some things that we can look into. Patreon. We can create a HSP Cash App. Maybe that's something we could do this week. Like a Cash App is, I know you use Zelle. Maybe we can make all of those things, right? And put that in our comments. So that there's a lot of podcasters that accept donations and tips, right? And even on Twitch, I was thinking too, maybe on our wind downs, maybe we can get on Twitch. Twitch is about to be something that I'm going to start as well. So I think on Twitch, you can pay subscriptions, but in the event that we get our community of people to support us until we get advertisers, like you said, yes, what does Jay want under her Christmas tree? But if there's more content or you guys want to see us do more things or create merch or we want to do giveaways, maybe like I've seen Clarence, I've seen Queen, I've seen DDG, a lot of different people mention these things and put that in there. So maybe we can put that on our list of things to do, make our whole cash list. And every episode, if guys want to help and you want to show support for us, we could do that. Do you think that's something you'd be interested in us doing, like creating like a financial funnel, a FF financial funnel for people to, so we're going to make our FF, call it our BFF, our best financial funnel. That's going to be our thing. If you want to show love and you want to join our club. So yes, all Jay wants for Christmas is for you to stop asking her personal business. For Christmas, don't ask my personal business and donate to the BFF fund.
Yes.
And that's how you can support and lift those titties up. So everybody, let's lift up and rejoice. Thank you for the segment of getting it off your breast. So what we got next, Jay?
All right. So up next, we have Song of the Week. So my Song of the Week, I don't know if you heard her. She signed to Yachty's label. Her name is Caribou. She got this song called Running Late. And one of the lines in the song, she says, squeeze a nigga like a grape. Okay. No, sorry. Squeeze the trigger like a grape and make a nigga whine. And that was music to me.
You have been given a lot of thug life references. Like last song, are you, I guess you was playing your gospel playlist on Sunday. But are you in your ratchet zone? Like,
I just have my spurts. Like I was listening to gospel music this morning and then later on in the day, the vibe switch. So I have my spurts of stuff. I wouldn't say I'm in my ratchet era. This is just who I am. In the morning it could be gospel. At night it could be Caribou. It is what it is.
It's on a playlist because we have our family title account. Do you have this on the playlist that I can listen to by chance?
I don't have it, but I'll send it to you.
Here's what I'm thinking. I don't know how many songs we should do, but since we're doing a song of the week every week, maybe we can make a title or the Spotify playlist, a public HSP, the Hood Sistas playlist, you know what I'm saying, of all the songs that we're congregating. So I'll put that on our list of things as we're growing, the HS playlist. How about that? HS playlist, you can play this. Because if we're going to put these songs there, people can, I'm not going to lie, like I want to really sit back. It's going to be a very interesting roller coaster between what you pick and what I pick. But yes, let's make that the financial funnel and the HSP playlist. Are you putting that in your notes?
I am.
Okay, for sure. You are mommy's most responsible child. You take the notes here. You keep everything organized for us. Here at HSP, you can count on Jay to keep everything organized. I did write it down in my handy dandy notebook. So shout out to Caribou. That's her name, right? Shout out to Caribou.
Yes.
My song of the week is Rosemary. I don't know if it's Rosie Marie or Rosemary and Roddy Rich. Is It Real? Have you heard it?
Yes, I listened to it.
Girl, what did you think? I've been telling you to check it out. What you think? Roddy is back.
I liked it. I only listened to it once though, so I wasn't listening. But yeah. I heard it and I liked it.
Have you seen the video yet?
No, I haven't watched the video.
The video is pretty dope. It's got the Spike Lee floating effect. They're signed to the same label. Bird Vision Entertainment is the umbrella label that Roddy is signed to. And Rose Marie, I don't know if she's the first lady of the label. But Jay, when I say I literally, you know how you get on Tidal and you just let that one song rock the top songs listed? Jay, she got a song called Henny Talk. She got a song called 03 something with Juvenile. Like, I love her sound. Like, it's so therapeutic. But what is this? Is it real? You know, I got a couple quotables. I think Roddy said, "Is it real? Am I everything you wanted, or just your thrill? Like a shoulder that you can cry on, or the shoulder you could put your thighs on." It was such a beautiful visual. As you can see, the thighs are right here above my shoulder. Put your get it off your breast. Oh my gosh. I just realized it. But yes, is it real? It's a very big back and forth song about accountability and relationships. Like, is it real or is it a fantasy? Is it what you really thought it was in your relationship? You know, sometimes I did read something in my book. I'm book Mastery of Love, and it's an extension of the quote in the song, but basically they were like, in relationships, you have a tendency to make people to be what you want them to be, right? So it's like you try to change a person. Like, if you don't want that person to drink, want that person to smoke, you don't want that person to be who they are. You met them one way, and as time progresses, you want to put them in this cookie cutter form. And they gave this beautiful analogy. They said, when you come home to your dog, you don't expect your dog to be nothing but a dog. You don't try to make your dog be a cat. I could never make Hustle be a cat. I could never make Hustle be a bird, Hustle be anything else. And they say that in the book, it was such a beautiful analogy. I'll send you the chapter. Matter of fact, I think I actually have it. Literally, I could, I'm gonna just read this to you right here real quick. I've never done this before, but I feel like it'll explain the song a little bit more. It says, you're not going to change a dog for a cat or a dog for a horse. It is what it is. Just accepting this fact in your relations with others, humans, is very important. You cannot change other people. You love them the way they are, or you don't. You accept them the way they are, or you don't. To try to change them to fit what you want them to be is like trying to change a dog for a cat or a cat for a horse. That is a fact. They are what they are. You are what you are. You dance or you don't dance. You need to be completely honest with yourself to say what you want and see if you're willing to dance or not. You must understand this point because it's very important. When you truly understand, you are likely to see what is true about others and not just what you want to see. If you own a dog or cat, think about how you relate to your pet. Let's consider your relationship with a dog, for example. The animal knows how to have a perfect relationship with you. When your dog does something wrong, what do you do with your dog? A dog doesn't care what you do. It just loves you. It doesn't have any expectations. Now, isn't that wonderful? But what about your girlfriend? What about your boyfriend, your husband, your wife? They have so many expectations and they're changing all the time. The dog is responsible for its half of the relationship with you. One half of the relationship is completely normal, the dog's half. When you come home, it barks at you, it wags its tail, it pants because it's happy to see you. It does its part very well, and you know it's the perfect dog. Your part is almost perfect also. You handle your responsibility. You feed your dog. You take care of your dog. You play with your dog. You love your dog unconditionally. You will do almost anything for your dog. You do your part perfectly, and your dog does its part perfectly. Most people can easily imagine this kind of relationship with their dog, but why not with a woman or a man? Do you know any woman or man who is not perfect? The dog is a dog, and that's okay with you. You don't need to be responsible for your dog to make it a dog. The dog doesn't try to make you be a good human or a good master. Then why can't you allow a woman to be a woman or a man to be a man and love that human just the way he or she is without trying to change that person? That for me, I know this is random, but I feel like that's what that song is. Like, is it real? Am I everything you wanted or just your thrill? It was like, damn, like, why can't, like, you my sister? I don't want you to be anything else. I know sometimes I say you're my mom and you're my nana, and I got to fix that because you have this maternal nurturing effect that you have over me. And I just feel like you just give me so much guidance. But yeah, like I said, shout out to Rosemary, Roddy Rich, Is It Real? And shout out to Caribou for busting the grapes in the fruit fight. That I don't know what's the song called. Like, what is it called?
Oh, Running Late.
Caribou, Running Late. Okay, that is our song of the week. Where we at now, Jay?
Let's get into women's spotlight of the week. My spotlight goes to Victoria Monet. She just got 7 Grammy nominations. Well deserved. Yes, I am so excited for her. Been listening to Victoria Monet for such a long time, and I'm so happy she's getting her flowers. So that is my spotlight of the week.
Shout out to her. Put that on my mama, on my hood sister. I look fly. I look good. Hey, you see what I did there? Shout out to Victoria Monet. I think I might have said this the last episode. I got put onto her a minute ago. And she has a song called FUCK, Friend You Can Keep. And when I heard that song, that's what inspired me to do TSA. Touch and squeeze all over your body. So if you haven't, check out FUCK, Friend You Can Keep by Victoria Monet, and check out TSA by Taz Tikoon. My woman spotlight of the week is Nina. Shout out to Nina. We met recently. She has a beautiful organization called findyourvision.org. We're going to be doing some work together. An all-female empowered agency. She has a lot of amazing clients. Shout out to Sunstar. Shout out to Bone Collector. And we're going to be doing some work. So make sure you check out her website, findyourvision.org. She will be working with us on the HSP podcast. So we will have our official logo and our merch coming very soon. Shout out to you, Nina. And I will also be helping her with coaching her girls basketball team. Shout out to the Cougars. The game is on the 29th. This episode will be out by then. So make sure you check it out. Follow her, follow the brand, get familiar. You're going to see a lot of us doing a lot of collaborations together. Dope basketball player, dope human, dope woman, dope mother. And I'm just excited and grateful to have you a part of the team and to do some work. So you're going to be hearing a lot more. And as you see our brand expand, just know that it's coming from Nina and the Find Your Vision team. So we're excited to work with you and collaborate. And shout out to you. That is my women's spotlight of the week. Hey.
Snaps. All right. Up next, let's get into our topic, our heavy hitter topic. Topic of the week is boundaries. And it's so funny that this is our topic because sis, this is something that, you know, we got to work on for you and me too. With boundaries, I would say I need to work on boundaries. I feel like boundaries in the grocery store. This is very random, but I was just thinking about this. You know, when you're standing in line in the grocery store and people are like on your bumper? For me, a lot of times when I'm checking out, it's like the person, they loaded up the little thing, the trolley or whatever what is that thing called?
Yeah.
The belt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They loaded up with their groceries and I'm checking out, swiping my card, and they're like right here on me. So many times I turn and I look at people and they're right here and I just make eye contact and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, can you back up? But they're not getting it. So my boundaries would be to speak up in those moments because I'm just like, you see me, I see you. I see that you are too close to me. Why are you so close at the checkout line? It's like people don't understand personal space anymore. So that is a boundary that I need to start establishing because people just be too close to me. And I'm just like, COVID is still a thing. You know, people, I don't know if they're just not covering it anymore, but cases are still happening out here. Like that's still a thing. Like back up, please. So that's boundaries that I need to establish in that aspect. I feel like I've established better boundaries within our family. Like I used to never speak up about stuff. I would just always be quiet. But now it's like I'm speaking up more, advocating more for myself. A lot of stuff I'm not tolerating. Like it just is what it is with me. So how do you feel about boundaries? Is there any boundaries that you want to set moving forward? Is there boundaries that you stick to, or just where are you at with boundaries in general?
Before I get into mine, I will tell you one of my tricks for the grocery store boundaries. When I shop, I don't ever push the cart with the handle. For one, I just think it's nasty. And I don't see the wipes, like you said. All right, we're gonna have closing down anyways. Yeah, so this is a good episode today. When I'm grocery shopping, and forgive me, y'all, I'm coming over a cold or whatever. When I'm grocery shopping, I don't push the handlebars. Like I go in the front of the cart. So that already gives me space. So if you can imagine, when I'm pulling through the market, I'm pulling the front of the cart. So it's like if someone comes in front, I got my hands out. It's like my barrier from the back. So I that creates a space for me. So I would say try that method when you're in the grocery store. And like I said, people don't respect the 6 feet no more. The bubble, people don't get it. As far as boundaries for myself, I have been man, my peace is expensive. I will cut anything and anybody off at a heartbeat. I don't care who you are. Like you said, your titles don't matter. And right now I'm in a space where I just saw De'Ara talked about this. She was like overwhelmed. She said she's taking a break from the social media, from YouTube and vlogging. Her grandmother's getting old. I was just watching a video about that. And that you just got to take that time, forget the algorithm. So my boundaries right now is that I've been active on social media, dropping music back to back to back to back to back. And I have other platforms that I want to focus on building up, like YouTube presence, Twitch, and creating different communities. The world is bigger than Instagram. So for me, I've already, shout out to E, one of my great friends, my best friend, told me about the mindfulness. So I have my phone on D&D 24 hours a day. There's only like 5 or 6 people that can get through to me right now. And just the other day, I was just saying how I'm feeling mentally overwhelmed. If you know me and you understand what I have going on right now, if I'm not responsive, just respect that I'm just going through something. All of my close friends is like, take the time you need. If you need to speak or, reach out, let us know. I'm using this time to play basketball, do boxing, do yoga. I'm going to be making music. I've been dropping music. I'm not really concerned about the opinions of others. I had a pretty decent run. It's the 4th quarter and I just need a reset. I even text my parents, my family, just like, yo, like, I'm just overwhelmed. Like another thing too, if I'm opening up to somebody about what I have going on and then you make it about you, that just pisses me off. Not that we can't have that back and forth, but when it's just like, can we switch the subject? Yo, that shit pissed me off this week. I was in the middle of getting my rocks off. Like, yo, I got something going on. Can we switch the subject? I'm like, you know what? I am going to switch the subject. I'm going to get off my phone. And I just said, Happy Christmas, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. I just kind of exited stage left. Because I don't want to, for one, I'm respectful. But a lot of times I've just realized I'm in a season. I don't know if I'm just outgrowing people or different spaces. And it's just out of sight, out of mind. You can't talk about what you don't know that's going on. So, yeah, my boundaries is just doing whatever I can to protect my inner circle and my peace and focused on my relationship with God and just bettering myself, for going into this new year. So, yeah, just be unapologetic about my boundaries. Like I said, you did mention saying no. That's a really good thing. And then just, like I said, I got people DMing me, asking me where I am. I'm running into people in the elevator. Like, it's just like, I'm just trying to get better. My homie, he was telling me, ignore people. I was literally at Costco and I was ignoring. That's why that situation happened that I texted you about. I was ignoring the people. They were trying to get my attention and I just ignored them. Because I feel like if I got my headphones in, I always stop and I take my headphones off to let you know. But now I'm at a point right now, if my headphones are on, I'm about to buy the Big Beats one and hopefully people will get the picture. But yeah, my boundaries, if I have my headphones in, don't say shit to me.
Nothing say everybody on mute.
But yeah, we're about to wrap up in the next 5.
All right. So that was very good. I hope that you can work efficiently on your boundaries and people respect them. Next up, we have fingertips. So you explain fingertips because this is something you came up with and you can explain it better than me.
So yes, we're introducing different segments. Fingertips is just like any tips. It could be skin tips, financial tips, quotes, anything. So I just said fingertips because it's whatever comes off your top of your tongue, off the tips of your fingers. So fingertips. I don't know why I have dog right here. I forgot. I guess I should have elaborated. What in the hell was I going to say about my dog? But I'll say my fingertip would just be right now, take accountability for your actions and don't take things personally when other people do things. A lot of times people do things because they're going through their own personal traumas and what they have going on, and they just want to project that onto you. So just be secure. And I'll say this too, in the midst of me creating these boundaries, one of the things you had said to me, Jay, was not consulting other people for advice. Sometimes I'm not even consulting for anybody's advice. Their opinions aren't being solicited and they're just giving it to me. So in order for me to really hear from God, I had to get off the internet and really sit in silence and stillness. So one of my tips would just be like to be comfortable in the silence and in your own thoughts so that you can hear God more clearly. So that's my fingertip.
I like.
Thank you.
My fingertip would be, yes. My fingertip would be don't hesitate to communicate. I feel like a lot of things and a lot of issues could be resolved if we were to talk about it in the moment. I understand like not everyone handles confrontation or handles situations the same. Some people need a few minutes to talk about certain topics, but I would say even if you are at a disagreement with someone, if you don't want to have the conversation, then at least communicate like, hey, I can't talk about this, but let's come back to it tomorrow. Let's come back to it on a different date. I would say just don't hesitate to speak up, because then if you just allow the issue to persist, then you'll feel like it's you and this person against each other, as opposed to y'all are against the issue and not against each other. So that's why I would say hesitate to communicate.
I love that fingertip. Okay, we're going to put all this in the bottom of our comments. But as we're wrapping up for our last 3 minutes, memory lane, I'm going to make this very quickly so we can sign on out. My memory lane with you is there was this time when we were living together. I miss those days. Hopefully we can do that again one time. I don't know how that would happen, but we should just have a sister's house. But we were chilling and we might have been off something. Oh, no, for one, all we did was smoke and drink. So let me be very clear. But it was one of those nights we were, out there. And you was like, yo, Tansy, when I die, I'm gonna come back as a bird out the blue. And I said, well, why? He was like, so I can just shit on niggas. I said, yo, she said, do you know that birds just be high and fly and they just shit wherever they feel like? I'm coming back as a bird to shit on these niggas. And I was just like, this kid right here, from a bird's eye view, from a drone's view, that was one of the most funniest memories that I had with you for memory lane. I love that. Come back as a bird so you could shit on niggas. What you got?
I still agree with that viewpoint that I had. I would definitely come back as a bird till this day. My memory is when one time we went to this festival or event when we were in Miami. And at this point in my life, I was always getting into clubs. No one was ever IDing me. This was like when I was in LA, I was always getting into clubs. They wasn't checking IDs. I looked like an adult. But I was like 18 or 19 at this time. I go up to the thing. He's like, I need ID. And I just looked at my sister and I was just like, we already know how this is about to go. So I showed her my ID and she's like, yeah, she can't get in. And I'm just like, where do they do that at? Like, why are you even checking my ID? Just let me in. Like I just felt like targeted. Just let me in. Like, you doing too much. I'm not drinking in here. I'm not doing anything. I'm here to support my sister for her event. So yeah, that was a funny memory that I thought of.
Yeah, and you got right up in that club, no problems. You already know how we mobbing. We're gonna have to come back. I'm gonna have to slide down there to Miami. We talked about how we gonna do it big. And in regards to the birds, I just want to say shout out to Eliza and Troy and Star, Nana's birds that are somewhere shitting on niggas. But I will That was one of my favorite memories. But thank y'all so much for tuning in to HSP, the Hood Sistas Podcast. On Manifest Mondays, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications every Monday. Tune in. We're going to be right here doing it big. I love you so much, sis. Follow us. Let them know where to follow you, where to follow us.
Well, you can follow both of us at the Hood Sistas Podcast on Instagram and subscribe to us on YouTube. And we will see y'all next week. And I love you too.
Love you more. All right. See y'all later.